Every time a new AAA game launches on PC, people ask the same question. Is it actually optimized? Or is it just another technical disaster? And honestly, a lot of players were worried about 007 First Light. But now that we finally have real benchmarks, technical reviews, and performance tests, things are looking way better than expected. As of today, May 27th, 2026, 007 First Light is already being seen as one of the best optimized AAA launches we've had in a long time. One of the biggest reasons for that is the engine. The game does not use Unreal Engine 5. Instead, IO Interactive decided to use the Glacier engine, the same engine used in the Hitman games. And honestly, that was probably a really smart decision, because somehow the game manages to look incredibly cinematic without completely destroying performance. Right now on PC, the game includes uncapped frame rate, DLSS 4.5, multi-frame generation, NVIDIA Reflex, and full RTX support at launch. NVIDIA also released a dedicated game-ready driver specifically for 007 First Light. And according to the benchmarks available today, RTX 50 series GPUs are getting insanely good results. There are already tests showing RTX 5090 cards pushing well over 200 FPS using multi-frame generation. Now, there's also something important to mention. The game does not currently have full path tracing enabled. IO Interactive confirmed that path tracing will arrive later this summer in a future update, and honestly, that probably helped the launch performance a lot. But of course, it's not perfect. There are still some issues being reported by players. The biggest one right now is shader compilation stutter. Some users are experiencing small freezes, micro stutters, or temporary FPS drops, especially during the first few hours of gameplay, or while loading new areas. There are also smaller reports involving HDR issues, loading times, and occasional performance drops after changing graphics settings without restarting the game. But honestly, compared to most recent AAA launches, the technical state of 007 First Light is way above average. Now, let's talk about the most controversial topic, Denuvo. Yes, the game includes Denuvo anti-tamper, and the PC community definitely didn't react well to that news. A lot of players immediately became concerned about possible performance issues, stuttering, or higher CPU usage, since Denuvo already has a pretty bad reputation in PC gaming. But here's the important part. As of today, there's still no solid technical evidence showing that Denuvo is seriously hurting performance in 007 First Light. Right now, most of the controversy seems to come more from Denuvo's history than from actual proof inside the game itself. There's also another interesting discussion happening in the community. A lot of players believe the game was primarily optimized for NVIDIA hardware, and honestly, it's easy to see why people think that. There's official collaboration between IO Interactive and NVIDIA, heavy RTX marketing, strong DLSS 4.5 integration, and overall better results on GeForce cards. Meanwhile, some AMD users are reporting more inconsistent performance depending on the settings being used. That doesn't mean the game runs badly on Radeon GPUs, but it definitely feels like NVIDIA got priority during development. And honestly, one thing is becoming very clear. The Glacier engine continues to be one of the best optimized engines in the industry, especially when it comes to lighting, world streaming, stability, and PC scalability. And that's probably the reason why 007 First Light looks this cinematic without turning into another broken AAA launch. So if we're talking strictly about the game's current technical state, the conclusion right now is actually very positive. 007 First Light does not feel like another broken launch. It's clearly better optimized than most recent AAA games, and while there are still some minor issues and occasional stutters, overall the game is running surprisingly well, especially on NVIDIA RTX hardware. And before we wrap up, all the gameplay you're watching in this video was recorded using an NVIDIA RTX 5080 at 1440p with DLSS set to balanced mode and medium graphics settings. And honestly, the performance was way better than I expected. The game feels smooth, stable, and still looks absolutely incredible even without maxing out every graphics setting. 007 First Light is definitely making a really strong first impression from a technical standpoint. Now we'll have to wait and see how the game evolves with future updates, especially once path tracing arrives later this year. But as of today, one thing is pretty clear. IO Interactive may have delivered one of the best optimized AAA PC launches we've seen in years. And honestly, I wish more studios released games like this. If you want to see more technical analysis, benchmarks, and cinematic gameplay from 007 First Light, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And now, let me know in the comments, how is the game running on your PC so far?
Keep moving! Watch out! Shit! Take cover! Come on! Everybody okay? Follow me this way. There's a way out. Come on! I've got the detonator! Hold your fire!
What is this now? You gonna blow us up
Yeah, thinking about it.
and destroy the asset? MI6 would never.
I'm not MI6.